now I want to move on to hosts. So clump these questions together. How do I support Safe Havens as a host, as a property owner? Well, I've been in the property market 20 years, since 2002 or 3, I think I first started in residential lettings. And it was very, very hard for those first years, that first decade, to use properties for good as a residential buy-to-let landlord. And one of the reasons we focused exclusively on short-term rentals and set the social impact up is because we can use short-term rentals for good. So as a host, there's lots of things you can do. One of the things we love is our hosts that lists with us we don't need to use us for management, guys. You can plug into our tech platform, plug into our listing site as an online travel agent. We will get you bookings, so you make money there. We can also utilize everything I'm saying here by being on our platform. And if you want to donate a pillow pledge between up to 7 nights a year of peak. Now, some hosts want to do 2-3 weeks if they're empty. They'll do last minute things. Some hosts super support us. Some need that occupancy to pay the bills, hit the break-even points. So you can pledge. We're not asking you to physically do it until we get someone to match with your property, but we can do a pillow pledge. You can pledge to give 3 a weekend or 7 nights in your property. We add them up, and we want our pillow pledge to get to 10,000 nights this year. So we may not need to use all that. We may not have the facilities and the capacities. Your property may not be used, but the best thing you can do is pledge your property to us. You don't need to use us as a managing agent. You can just list on our platform and all the tech is done. We'll give you all the things to put in your properties. You'll get a little folder like this. It explains everything, and we'll give you the QR codes. So it's nice and simple, and it doesn't cost you anything. As a host, I want you to share our content. Stronger together as our core value. Make lives better is also one of Pillow's values, but it's the main value for Safe Havens. So share our content, support our causes. Maybe when the team are out running up mountains in the rain and doing crazy things, you would give them a little $5. You can do that. You can donate all the stuff in your house. You can send it to our main Safe Havens HQ. We're going to be racking big, massive room of things. We're going to put them in the website to auction off. I opened up and had covered on 40 Xbox games. Rather than just giving them to charity, they're on the website and we'll sell all them off. So anything you don't need, we'll put on our platform and we can sell. That money goes straight to Safe Havens. You can volunteer. You can share the word about Pillow. But again, as a host, you're in a privileged position. You can not only make amazing money from a hands-off investment that you don't need to do, but you can help local causes. You can save lives. And that's the reason Safe Havens was set up. We can't do this with buy-to-let properties, can't do it with HMO, can't do it with commercial. Service accommodations and short-term rentals is a magical thing because we will have some occupancy here and there. We can block a weekend off in a rainy January that we're not going to get bookings anyway, and we can save a life with that weekend. That's how powerful that is. Next one. Do I need to donate time in my property? You don't, guys. Again, when we're selecting hosts that we are going to use for full management and somebody saying, I'm not giving your effing charity any money, I don't care, I want to maximise income, I don't want to give 2 nights a year to your charity, it's probably not a good match for us. However, there's no obligation to do this. We would love you to support the cause, but we understand some people have high fixed costs. It isn't about our charity, it's about your property investment. Again, we're talking about Safe Havens and the charity side, but the principal conversation we have here is property management, and some people need every single penny to survive, to pay their own mortgages. So you don't. But we would ask that you share the word, you help and support us in other ways, but you don't need to. And if you pledge time and change your mind, that's totally fine. The next question for hosts, can I pick my own causes? Absolutely. Again, there's some caveats. We want it to be a local community cause in your area. If you've got a property in a rundown part of Birmingham and you stay in an affluent area in London and you want these causes to go to send Timothy to trumpet lessons or accordion lessons or whatever, that's not going to fit. We don't want you to spend your money in your area when you're in an affluent area, when your property may need some help somewhere else. So if we're helping a small community centre in a rundown area and you're getting the benefit of your money making profit and hands-off residual income, so there are caveats, but yes, you can. Our franchisees can. Hosts with really big properties can make a difference. They can raise tens of thousands of pounds a year with some properties. So yes, you would get to pick your cause, unless it's political, unless it's detrimental, unless it's unethical or whatever. But we want it to be kind of agnostic and neutral, but we want it to deliver the maximum impact. So although you can, if you say, I want to send my money overseas to help some overseas charity, if it's your property and you want to use it for that, fine. But again, I would love you to embrace what the team are doing. The team will have researched all these different causes in your local area to get the maximum impact. Again, not just to deliver social impact, but if we can share that story, it will get you bookings for your property. It will increase the visibility. It will get you press releases into the local newspaper. It will make you money, but that's not going to be the case if you're giving it to overseas, because there isn't any good news stories there. So we want to do the local causes. Hopefully that makes sense. But guys, if you've got amazing properties and want to pick your own causes, work with your property manager, speak to the team, and that can be done for you. Next, if I commit to the Pillow Pledge, am I obliged to actually give the nights? So as we'd said, the Pillow Pledge is that it's a pledge. We want to know how many nights we have available. Again, if we can get 10,000 nights a year, maybe those pledges aren't fulfilled for various reasons. Maybe someone sells the property, totally fine. Maybe you've pledged time in your property, but the team have got your fantastic 8 months booking. Well, we're not going to ask you to put that person out. We're not going to ask you to do this in the peak of summer. So you pledge it, but you're not obliged to do it. Now, if you're changing it the day before a child with leukemia goes into your property for that end of life stay to experience memories with their family, and you say, no, I'm going to use it myself, that little kid dying of cancer is not getting in. That's not really what we want as a host. However, if it's a couple of months away, we will just put them somewhere else. So that's the beauty of clustering properties, having properties over the UK. But one of the biggest management companies in the UK, we can take somebody out your property, give them a similar one. We're here about giving experiences to people that need it the most. So if we need to swap your property for another one, that's fine. We do like our hosts to embrace it, but we understand if you're not a fully managed client with Pillow and you're just plugging in to our social impact technology platform and utilizing this to help your property, then that's fine, things change. But you're under no obligation to do it. Just give us enough notice so that we can put people somewhere else. So as a host, can I help in other ways apart from nights in my property? Absolutely. Loads of ways you can do that. Again, helping and supporting us is one of our biggest things. Following us on social media, sharing the good news stories, getting us other hosts and people who own property who may be interested in this, donating. Again, we say donating, it's a wee £5-10. We're not wanting you to remortgage your house. It's pennies, it's nothing. It's a cost of coffee. It's a sandwich that could go and save lives. So supporting us, helping us, sharing us, opening the newsletter. We like newsletter open rates to be high because it's sharing the good news. Nominating someone as well that you think in a local community could benefit, could be a hero, that unsung hero in your community that gets no help, but it's helped their neighbour every day, their elderly neighbour that they do their shopping for no money, they just help because they're decent people. They definitely hit our criteria to get a stay. So nominating people, helping us, sending us all your old stuff. I found an old watch the other day. It was a Hugo Boss watch. Sorry if you're one of my exes that got me that watch. I've never worn it, but I'm going to raffle it off for the charity. So it is going to good use, but it was there. And I will put that on our website. Somebody can buy it. Somebody can donate, or I'm not going to auction it. But it was a 200 quid Hugo Boss watch. We will raise money for that. That will get I'll get 20 meals for somebody, or a counselling session for someone thinking of committing suicide. So loads of ways that you can help here. Guys, thank you for watching this content. It means a lot, not just for Pillow Partners of Business, but our associated charity, Pillow Safe Havens. Every like, every comment, every share really, really matters. Subscribe to Pillow, follow us, but also to Pillow Safe Havens and all our other websites. It really, really will make a difference in the communities where we manage properties.